Hey, what's up, guys? This is Izix. This week we are talking about politics, and I know that's not necessarily a topic that a lot of people like to share or discuss because it can be controversial, it can cause debate, and it's kind of what we're doing on purpose today. And the reason for that is because currently in the United States of America, there is a lot of controversy just for being who you are. Surrounding trans people, there is laws that the president's trying to pass to, for one, make it legal if you were in the service to not let you be in the service anymore. And I actually think that one passed, if I'm not mistaken. He was able to put a trans ban on the military. I'll have to check my facts on that one, but I do think that he got that passed. Which so many trans people in the past have served, and what difference does it make if you're trans or not on serving to protect your country? He tried to use the argument that HRT is this big expense, but at the same time the military pays for ED more than they do for HRT. ED costs them more, and there's record of it that costs them more than any HRT ever has, ever will. But this is the argument he brought. This is how he got people to back him up and fight for that. So that's how it started. Now he is pushing for it to be passed that employers can fire people just over being trans. So it's not passed yet, but I would say if you haven't, take those precautions, get your name change done, get your gender marker done, and you might have to stay stealth in order to avoid this if it gets passed. But it's starting to feel like a witch hunt. And on that last one, I want to say that he's also doing it to the LGBT in general, not just trans people. It started out as trans people, but I want to say that he's also targeting LGB on top of the T. So it doesn't just affect trans people anymore. Now it's affecting everyone under the umbrella. He claims to be supportive of the LGBT, and it's so weird because he has LGBT supporters. I mean, for the most part, they're rich white guys. But why are you supporting something that is so backhanded? Like, it does you no good just because you might have more finances. It still doesn't do you any good. He doesn't like who you are. He doesn't like you because you're part of this LGBT. He doesn't respect who you are. He doesn't understand that it's not a choice. So it just it makes you feel haunted, or it makes you feel like you have to go into hiding, and you can't be yourself. You can't disclose anything. You have to keep everything super quiet because he's trying to get all this stuff passed. And I know it has to be harder for people who haven't legally changed anything yet, or are barely starting out on hormones, or working towards surgery and not as far along as others. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, because I am at work, but I mean, if we keep that in mind, isn't it kind of our job to speak up, to fight for our younger trans sisters, trans brothers, and protect them on top of protecting ourselves? Should we not raise awareness? Should we not take these precautions? Should we not try to fight back and ensure that we're not going to become, it's not going to become this witch trial or this witch hunt? It's just really disheartening, but that's where we're at right now, and that's how it is in America. And this topic was supposed to be basically how you felt about what's going on in our politics here, and if you're not from the US, how you would feel if something like this was to happen in your country. Because at this point it just feels like we're getting hate from every which way, because not only do most of us experience it from our families or from strangers that find out, But now we're getting it from our politicians and our president. So where do we fit in? And that's kind of where it leaves you at the end of the day. But hopefully those laws don't get passed and they don't make it through. But we have to take action to kind of prevent it. And that's how I feel about this topic, guys. So I'm going to wrap this up and we'll see you next week.